Colin, a year where you beat Belgium, the Netherlands, and qualified for an elite phase. Looking back on 2022, what do you take from it?
Like a lot of the years gone by, lots and lots of positives. I suppose one of the big standouts from ourselves, from a small country like ours, is that the under-17s are still ranked ninth in Europe in the UEFA coefficients, which was great to see again at the end of 2022. So a lot of the hard work that's gone in before my team and teams underneath us and our emerging talent and our clubs, I think it's a great reflection for the country as a whole, for everybody involved in youth football. So that's always a real important positive to see. Regarding the season itself, at the first quarter of the year, 2005s had qualified for the elite phase. We 2 very good preparation games for that against Belgium. Playing that type of opposition is always good for our players. Elite phase didn't go the way we probably wanted it to go. There's no guarantee you're going to qualify for finals. The players did their very best under difficult circumstances, and we took a lot of learning from that, and hopefully the players did as well. And then you just move on to the next group, and the 2006 group. We took over we'd say at the start of the summer, began prepping for that. The first phase, which we played out in Norway, and our prep for that would have been training camp, assessment days, and we played the Netherlands in a double header, we say, before the first phase. Very good performances there, and then to get the team qualified in the first phase was a good finish to the season for us.
Is there a particular highlight from the year that look back on and you'll go, that was a great moment, or that was a great learning from that particular game or in the year?
I think to qualify is always a big moment, especially for the players themselves, because it's their first taste of European competition at the 17 age group. So to get through that first phase, they're tricky encounters. It was still all to play for going into the third game against the hosts out in Norway, who won their first 2 games. But I felt we gave them a good game and deservedly got a point from the game, which turned into be a valuable point for our qualification process.
As well as the under-17s, we had a men's under-18s camp, and you're the head coach for that. The games are against Sweden, Denmark and Croatia. The under-18s, how important is it to have an international team at that level, and how important is it for players to develop internationally?
Well, it's massive for them because it does bridge that gap. With the 17s being European qualifications, 19s, and at the moment the 18s is in between. But it's a huge development age group, because some players, when they finish 17s, they mightn't play qualification again, football, for maybe a year, maybe a year and a half. Some players, it might be 2 years. So it's to keep that door open with players coming in, making sure we try and have certain events that we can maybe find new players, continue to develop the players that are there, for them to get experiences at international tournament football, because it's invaluable to them for once they move to 17s and prepping for 19s. So that was a cracking tournament. We got the experience playing against Sweden, Denmark and Croatia. So it really was very close to, you could nearly say, an under-19 elite phase. If not, you could nearly argue that it was like an opening round in a European competition as well, the European finals competition. So real high level, handled ourselves brilliantly both on and off the pitch, and we gave plenty of players of opportunity. And again, we learnt more about that 2005 group. I think we found a couple of extra players that will add competition to the squad, and that's what it's about as well.
Looking ahead now to next year and back with the under-17s, the elite phase, the draw for it was made a few weeks ago, and you face Italy, Ukraine and Cyprus. The games are going to be out in Cyprus in March. How much are you looking forward to those games?
As always, really excited. It's a huge challenge. There's no guarantee that you'll always qualify for elite phases, but we got that done. Now we have to embrace this challenge. Italy are going to be raving hot favourites, simple as that. They won all 3 games in their first qualifiers, scored lots of goals, so come into it as a formidable outfit. And that's our opening game, so a lot of preparation We'll go into the 3 teams, but the opening game, there'll be far more prep going into that. So it'll be getting prepped to play the Italians on the 7th of March. So, but we're really looking forward to it.